How we doing today, guys? It's War and Peace here with another piece of content. What we're going to title this is Learned Behavior. Okay? So I just got into an argument with somebody, and not because what they said was wrong. They had a good point, but it wasn't what they said, it was how they said it, which was what made the argument and what triggered me and had me angry. How we doing? How you doing? So, I want to talk about that because what you say sometimes can be overshadowed by how you say it. Okay? How the information is disseminated is just as important, if not more important, than the information itself, right? Which is funny because I'm trying to disseminate information and I don't even know how to edit or any of that shit. But then again, raw sometimes can be better. Anyway, I'm going off into a tangent. The things that we learn when we're younger, they are the catalyst for how we live our lives, okay? So, for instance, if I grew up in a household where discussions never happened, only arguments, then when I get older, when I have a grievance with someone, I don't think the discussion is even an option. We can only argue about this, and 9 times out of 10, in a argument, there has to be a winner. Whereas a discussion, there only has to be common ground, right? We only have to come to a conclusion and with the discussion. We only have to find some compromise, okay? And really, even with the discussion, we don't even have to do that. We can just keep it civil, agree to disagree, and then take the next step after that. But an argument is almost like a mini war, okay? And it is, other than expectation, it is the cause of a lot of people's grief. Wanting to win is the cause, especially in relationships, it's the cause of a lot of grief, right? Because now you're at war with someone that you're supposed to love. And these two things, they, contrary to a lot of people's belief, they don't coexist well, okay? Because the intimate things that you know about someone that you're supposed to love about them or love on them or in spite of for them, you start using as weapons. Ooh, that was a deep one, wasn't it? Yes, you start using the little things you know about a person as a weapon. That's why love and war don't really go well, because 99% of the divorces that happen is because you gave your enemy too much ammunition. And you gave them ammunition because you thought this was your forever person. And when you came to a time where both of you had a disagreement and you both wanted to be right and was willing to be right by any means, that's when the knives come out. Man, y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth. So, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You have to be forever conscious of the person whom which you are dealing with feelings on the matter and how they receive information. Okay? Let me give you another example, okay? In the workplace, I used to be a manager of a large hardware store, okay? And one of the first things that I had to learn when becoming the manager of a hardware store was that perception is reality. Okay? So how someone perceives you is their reality of you. And you have to be mindful of their reality. Now, a lot of people don't want to subscribe to this way of thinking, and there's a host of reasons why, and some of them are legitimate. But if you are going to be a leader, right? If you are going to be a role model, then people's perception of you has to matter. Now, for me, that comes with a grain of salt, in my opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion, but I take it into account. Now, I'm one of those people who I can be a little bit aloof. I'm an Aquarius, okay? We're aloof, we're detached, we are brutally honest in some points. We believe in truth in its purest form. And for some people, the truth can be brash and harmful, right? So when I was the manager of this department store or hardware store, I got several complaints by my employees that I was a tyrant, right? But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm a big guy. Always have been, okay? I have a very authoritative voice. And these two things, no matter how well you try to package your words, can still exude intimidation. And we're not even going to get into the skin color part, but it's a factor. I mean, it's probably some white person is going to watch this and say bullshit, but it's a fucking factor. So, long story short, I got ousted from that job. But it taught me a valuable lesson, though. It taught me that what I know to be truth and what is absolute truth can be the same, but it doesn't matter if other people don't see it that way. And if I am going to be a leader, if I am going to come to some conflict resolution that needs to be came to, didn't feel like I formed that sentence right, but fuck it, you know what I mean. If I'm going to come to some resolution with this person, I have to take their perception or the level of their perception into account. I have to make them feel heard, make them feel seen. Because if I don't do this, well, what's the point? How you doing? Anyway, this video is getting a bit long. I really just was coming to touch base. If you watch this to the end, hopefully you got something out of what I just said. Because really I was just freestyling on the fly and wanting to keep my word about putting some content out. I'm just being honest. You see that brutal honesty that I'm giving you right there? Probably shouldn't even shared that with you, but it's the truth. It's the truth. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Because right now it's 8:44 in the PM where I'm stationed, or anyway, if you like this video, please like it, share it, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a good night.